school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change them quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. I be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. And I'm about me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Washington defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 21. And here's 2nd down and 7. Faking the handoff. Howell. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Howell loses it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The deep. Their heads not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Howell down to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the... And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 71 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing here, Howell. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Samuel in motion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Gibson. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 47 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stuff this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Robinson up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle feeling pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Howell. Short pass, and I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. A chain on 1st and 10.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And it's fielded at the 34. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. And Howe will throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd down, Tua. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle to H.A. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tua now on first down. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Wilson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Commanders 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to throw, Howell. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Howell. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, it's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Howell throwing on third down here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's A-Chain. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 117 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the score.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at about the 32.
The tight end in motion right. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. A little juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 54 yards. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. East right, snug.
H.A. now up the middle.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They're right here.
It's H.A. on the give.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Powell out of the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes.
And now here is another interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right. Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Go ahead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling anymore.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean,
Make me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down song on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Run a man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta. You must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, please, please don't. Go that with me. Go that.
And even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jump in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let my plans, judge on my fans. Plus when I stumble, my customized fans. Plus like brush like plus I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck, I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a necklace.